Who loves Disney? Me! Are you ready to hear about our movie reboots and the changes we made? Yeah! Starting with Peter Pan, there will now be girls and the Lost Boys. Cinderella is now Cinderfella. They Them Coolies. We also want to empower little girls to stand up for themselves, so we changed the Little Mermaid to the Little Merceo. Okay. In Mulan, we found the song Make a Man Out of You to be too offensive, so it is now Make a Non-Binary Out of You. Also, Pinocchio's nose no longer grows to avoid offending our male audience on the smaller side. Oh, come on, okay maybe. We also noticed Sleeping Beauty never gave consent to be kissed. Now Prince Charming must use Inception to dive into her dreams. What? So, what do you all think? Do you love it?
Okay, we kicked things off with some humor by I Am Mobo. That's the gentleman in that video. And I brought it up because one, it was funny, but two, I wanted to remind you guys that Disney is not out of the controversial woods just yet. They're not catering to all of the people, all of the families, and all of the children in the United States or in the world that they possibly could be focused on catering to. And even though Bob Iger has said that he's going to turn things around, the fact is, I'm not sure that he can. That ship might be too far down the river and heading towards the waterfall. It's possible that we're going to get another good earnings statement here. Earnings is tomorrow after market close, and I'm going to break down what I see in the charts, what to expect, as well as I've got for you guys today a lightning round of other stocks that I provided technicals for this morning in the Discord. Where's the Discord? The Discord is the Stock Squad Patreon that myself, Stockmo, Keenan Grace, and Stock Up with Larry Jones have put together to create a community where we can give you guys more trade alerts, more technicals, and interact and answer your guys' questions. Click on the link in the top pinned comment and come check it out because it's a great community. Lots to learn there and lots of opportunity with other great traders. This is the Stocks with Josh show. Thank you for joining me today. Like I said, we've got a lot of stocks to cover, and I'm going to give you guys a crypto that I loaded up on just a couple days ago that's still in an upswing, and I have made thousands of dollars on it. I wanted to alert you guys to this trade because I still think there's room to the upside. I'm still in it. I'm raising my stop loss, and I'm going to break down the technicals and tell you which this crypto is that I've never spoken to you guys about before. It's a micro cap, which means that it's got a little bit more room to run than some of the other large caps. I'm going to tell you guys what that is here in just a minute. Hey, when you take a minute to hit that like button, it's really appreciated because it feeds the YouTube algorithm and it pushes this video out to more viewers. A couple more thoughts here on Disney. They're up right now from $78 to $98 in just the last 4 months. It's up 25% since it tested those lows. And the big question is, will this particular earnings continue this move to the upside? Or are we getting ready to hit a brick wall? I've got some technicals that I think may answer that question. Let's just dive into those real quick. Well, first, let's define where resistance is, or where the brick wall is. There is a strong wall of resistance at $102 to $104. Why does that wall exist there? Well, there was a ton of people that believed that $100 would be the floor of Disney when it came down off of its highs, but it wasn't. And so they accumulated there, and when it broke through and capitulated, now they've all been stuck up at $100. People need their money. So even if they believe that Disney stock could go higher, it's been below their investment for such a long time that they may need to take that money or want to take that money and put it into something else, or just simply cash out and pay some bills, pay down some credit cards in this economy. And so what'll happen is when we get back up to a strong wall of resistance, people will cash out, and that is the $102 to $104 range. The question is, will it even get that high? Because we've been running up. And one of the first technicals I took a look at was, where's the golden pocket? Because the top of the golden pocket range on the Fibonacci is often the reversal zone. We're in it right now. So we have moved all the way up into the golden pocket, and that's great. But the problem is it's also where often stocks will do a reversal. The very top of that golden pocket is $99.80. Right beneath that psychological price of $100, it could be that a lot of people will be setting their take profit right under $100 before it even gets to $102. So if we got rejected at $100, then we're going to look to where the pullback golden pocket would be. That would be down between $94 and $92, which means that if the momentum to the upside cools and the earnings are good, but we see profit taking, we might get that little spike up, that little bit higher under $100 or even into the $100 zone. But then it might cool off and find its way eventually over the course of the next couple of months back to the $94, $92 range. So even if earnings are good, we have that resistance at $99.80. We've got the wall at $102, $104, and we've got support between $94 and $92. Hopefully that helps you guys. Let me know in the comment section if you're going long into earnings tomorrow evening. It's tomorrow after market close. I think that if we find ourselves at the very top of that golden pocket at $99.80, I think that a lot of the good news or the potential for Disney will have been priced in over the last 4 months. And so they can't just come out with good earnings. They've got to come out and smash it. So that's a little bit higher risk to reward than I'm interested in. So I'm not going to be taking any calls into Disney. If you guys have been following this page, you know that I was a strong advocate of buying Disney when it was down at $78. I came out and said very frequently, loading up on Disney, buying more Disney, and it's been in a huge reward. If you followed me and you made some money on Disney, say something about it in the comments section. All right, let's get into the lightning round of some of the stocks that I want to get covered today. I got to go quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. Tesla. Tesla is setting up the reversal that we had hoped for. We are, as long as we stay above $180.50 today. We need to stay above that through the rest of this week. Even if we were to come back and dip beneath it, we can't close on the daily time frame below $180.50. The volume was up so much today, it was up near 100%. The last I checked, it was around 96 to 98% higher volume. And so at the bottom of a move, you want to see the types of candles we saw, and you want to see it supported by high volume. You want to see it coming off of an extreme oversold buy signal. We have all that lining up, and so Tesla is looking really good. But, and there's always a big but in the room, the problem we have is that this news story regarding Elon's pay has not been flushed out. Now, it could be that it's going to be announced soon, and that's why we're seeing this volume buying come in. But that's going to be, from the fundamental perspective, a confirmation of what we're starting to see in the technicals, which is that Elon Musk is going to be back focused on the growth of Tesla. We don't want him, we want him to get paid. We want him to continue to push this company higher. And that's going to be the fundamental confirmation of Tesla continuing in this bull run move. All right, let's quickly talk about Palantir. Palantir, great earnings, had a massive breakout, and I had to talk briefly with you guys about them and highlight the volume increase and explain to you why it's significant. One, we weren't up at lofty prices. Palantir had been pulling back for a while, which is nice. It's what you want to see going into potentially good earnings. Now, the volume increase of buying today was up 1,525%. So we didn't go up 10, 20% on volume. We went up 1,500% increase in volume, which means smart money is buying this stock right now. That's not supported by retail. That's smart money buying level, which is a strong confirmation of this stock doing better in the days ahead. Palantir may be the AI pick of 2024. Now, I'm going to give you guys where I see potential resistance. I think it's all the way up at $23. However, it's outside the Bollinger Bands. It's already giving some sell signals because of how hard and how fast it's shot up. Now, what that normally means, it doesn't mean that the move is over, but it does mean that the move might go sideways, slightly down, before it pushes higher. Okay, so, people are going to take profit at resistance, and it's at a resistance right now. But other people who believe in the long-term story behind Palantir are going to be buying any form of a dip because they don't want to get locked out of the move to come later in 2024. And so it's had a 27.5% increase in the last 24 hours. It's definitely sitting bullish. My up target at the moment is $23.45, but I do want to realize that it's going to move sideways and not chase that wick as it moves higher. So Support below right now is $20.80, and below that it's $20. And if you've had a massive win, I would encourage you to raise your stop loss to at least $19.90, and so that you can capture some of the money that you just made. Capture it permanently. That's up to you guys though. No advice. This is just for educational purposes. All right, I wanted to briefly cover Dollar General. Dollar General, the chart looks great. Nothing has changed on that stock pick that I gave you guys some months back. You've had the opportunity to potentially buy at a lower price. I see support around $130, and I still have that clear target of $150 ahead. The chart looks very nice. It's on an ascending support line. It's holding up very well. Prices compressing beneath $136 and $130, and we're going to see a price expansion very soon. It could go to the downside or to the upside. So conclusion on Dollar General, I still like it for a move up to $150. I've got my stop loss set at $129.90. Now, I think it's important that I cover AMD as well as NVIDIA. I'm going to get into that at a later time. I wanted to give you guys some AMD coverage today. I think that we've seen a little bit of a breakdown. Now, the overall move is extremely bullish on AMD and NVIDIA, but it's had a rocket ship move up, and it's got to come back and test some support before it can go higher. And so I see it creating another descending parallel channel, which means it's going to pull back, but it's going to continue to kind of move sideways and lower until eventually building up enough momentum to push higher all the way up to $208. That's my up target for AMD, but I think we're in the mode of having a confirmed pullback right now. And I think it's going to back test structural support. What's structural support? That's the previous all-time high, which had been resistance. So now that it's gone above it, it's going to back test and find support there is what we would hope it to do, and then build from there up to 208. I see that structural support around $154. All right, let's get into the crypto. The overall crypto market's actually doing pretty good. At least the large cap cryptos are in the green today. The coin I'm going to give you guys today is called Spirax. Ticker SPA, SPA. This thing only has a market cap of $22 million, and it's been on the move. Matter of fact, it's actually gone up over 130% in just the last week alone. Now, I identified this as a buy at around 10 cents, and I'm actually up thousands of dollars. I dropped a nice sized bag on it because the chart spoke to me. Now, the all-time high for this coin is 17 cents, but where could it go? I will begin to scale out of my position if we get to 17 cents, and I'll be leaving some runners all the way to 20 cents. Now, there's no guarantee that this is going up like that. My stop loss is set right now at 11 cents. So what exactly does Spirax do? Well, I'm going to call it a DeFi 2.0, or an improved DeFi solution, which stands for Decentralized Financial Services. And these guys are unique. They've got some nice tools. They're a layer 1 blockchain with a proof of stake with trust mechanism. They've got auto yield stable coins, lending and borrowing protocols, and they've got some really good talent behind this layer 1 blockchain. They've set it up as a community-driven governance model. And so overall, it looks good on paper. I've got to watch it. I've got to learn more about it. But the chart looks good. Looks like it's pointing up, and we've already begun to see some coins that have been around since the last cycle. We've begun to see some micro coins go beyond their previous highs already. So that's good news, and that's why I'm keeping an eye on some micro coins. I've got a couple other micro coins that I'm doing some research on, and I know that we're going to be talking about some of the legacy coins. I talked about giving you guys some technicals on Ethereum. That's still going to be coming with each and every video. I'm going to be covering some aspect of crypto, but I wanted to get this live trade out to you guys as quickly as possible. Hope all of this was helpful. Again, please take a minute. If you enjoyed it, if you learned anything, hit that like for me, feed that YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys for joining me. Hit the subscribe button to get the next video. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll talk to you again soon in the Discord. Don't neglect joining the Discord and becoming part of the Stock Squad Patreon community. Peace and blessings, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.